Hi, and welcome back to Football Made Simple. When Matteo Guendouzi was signed from FC Lorient in Ligue 2, few would have expected him to have such a profound impact. In fact, when signed, according to Transfermarkt, his market value was only £2 million, and that has soared to over 40 million. But what has he done to merit this? Well, in this video we take a look at Matteo Guendouzi's tactical profile. Under Unai Emery, Arsenal have deployed multiple formations, the major ones being the 4-2-3-1, the 3-4-2-1, and variations of a three-man midfield. This, combined with having a variety of types of midfielders that he's played alongside, means he has had to play in a number of different roles. This is already a good sign, as at just 20 years of age, he has shown the necessary tactical flexibility. Regardless of the formation, granted Xhaka will be at the base of midfield, and when using a back 3 or a 4-2-3-1, Guendouzi would be in a double pivot alongside him. Xhaka is Arsenal's main ball progressor, so often teams will mark him. However, Guendouzi is just as capable of rotating the ball by dropping deep and spreading the play with his 61 passes per game with an 88% completion rate. Guendouzi is also comfortable taking the role of main ball progressor to move the ball up the pitch. His close control and dribbling allow him to evade markers deep, and he plays line-breaking passes to take markers out of the game. But Guendouzi also possesses a decent amount of pace and can dribble up the pitch to move the team up the field. So far this season, from the Arsenal midfield, only Ceballos' 1.3 dribbles per 90 rank higher than his 1. One of Xhaka's main strengths is his long passing ability, which allows him to switch the play and have the opposition off balance. This ability to take risky and game-breaking passes is an area Guendouzi could look to improve in order to get to the next level to give his team an added dimension. He's still capable of this, completing 2.4 out of 3.5 long balls per 90 last season, but this pales in comparison to Xhaka's 5.5 out of 8.8. In addition, Guendouzi only averaged 0.5 key passes per 90 compared to Xhaka's 1.4. But after his hot start to the season, he looks to be addressing that, moving up to 3.5 out of 5 long balls per 90 and 1 key pass per 90, doubling his output. In fact, this season, he has the 8th most key passes per 90 from long balls, showing that he's added a new dimension to his game. But in this double pivot capacity, he again allows his game intelligence to shine. He recognizes that Kolasinac is one of their best attacking outlets, so he facilitates this by often moving into the left back zone during the build-up. This allows Kolasinac to pull right up without fear of being countered against, as he knows he's covered. In addition, it gives Guendouzi time and space away from the congested center of the pitch, which gives him the time needed for his deep playmaking, or if the opposition follows him, Xhaka will now be freed to do the ball progression. When playing in a 2, Guendouzi is comfortable enough sitting deep to form a mid-block in case of a turnover. Defensively, Guendouzi is solid enough, being comfortable sitting in the double pivot. However, his traits play perfectly into Emery's preferred high-pressing style, looking for the slightest press triggers, such as a poor touch to close his man down. This, combined with his reading of interception opportunities, means he's got 1.7 tackles per 90 and 1.8 interceptions, which is the 8th most in the league. There are frailties to his defensive game, however. His high-energy pressing style can often do his team a disservice. He often leaves the line when pressing, which, when high, allows the opponents to bypass the midfield line and run at the defense, and when deep can lead directly to a goal-scoring chance. In fact, he's been dribbled past twice per 90 this season, which is the 6th most in the league, showing his tendency to overcommit in the tackle. And despite his 6'1" frame, he is poor aerially, winning only 47% of aerial duels, so he may struggle against more physical teams. When attacking though, as part of a midfield 3 or 4, he has more license to go forward. He's been deployed predominantly on the left of a midfield 3. As a result, he's developed a great relationship with Kolasinac, allowing him to probe, but Guendouzi himself can also be dangerous. Although getting assists may not be his strength, he is masterful at using space, often making runs to free up fellow midfielders, but in turn, using his quick passing, he can also find men in the box or shift the opposition out wide. This season, Guendouzi has been Arsenal's standout midfielder, being either first or second for them in tackles, interceptions, clearances, dribbles, key passes, passes per game, and more. And the more encouraging news for Arsenal is he's only 20 and of course on the up. In fact, he has trended up in all major stats from last season, both on the ball as well as defensively, although admittedly the sample size for this season is still small. But just how good do you think Guendouzi is, and what level could he potentially get to? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But that's all for today, and remember, keep it simple.